Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Alan Wake. We've just escaped Agent Nightingale, who decided to shoot at us while we were over at the radio station. So we're gonna head on through, try and lose the cops and find our way to the mine where the kidnapper is going to be waiting for us. That looks like it might be a page of the manuscript. Let's head back. I mean, if I shine the light up, they should obviously be able to tell that we're down here. But they are not the smartest agents. Sounds like there might be plenty of... Oh yeah, we don't have any weapons. We've only got flashbangs. Might be plenty of dogs around. So we're going to have to be careful. Alright, we scouted the area. What's this? Nightingale in the radio station.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out, his cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Yeah, write him in like the knob that he is. There's quite a bit of underbrush, but it is quite a narrow area, so... Okay, there's a generator up ahead. Let's get to that before we get overrun. Can't start it from this side. Fine. Flashbang. And into the quiet. Right, revolver ammo and a revolver. How convenient. Now we can actually kind of defend ourselves. Ooh, no you don't, mate. Yeah. Right, I want to make sure I've got all the goodies from this area before we push on. I think I probably do. I mean, this is just so inviting up here. Wait. You know what? For three of them... Oh, that's so unfair. It's trying to dodge to the side, but it wouldn't let me. Grab the flare. Now, I wonder if they still exist, but they just temporarily fade out when that happens. Either way, let's push on. I do want to check up here. It's probably a bad idea. This appears to be a bit quieter up in this direction, so maybe this is not the worst plan coming up here. Is this where I'm supposed to go? I hope this isn't where I'm supposed to go. If it is, we can always head back and check the other route. Don't see anything splinting down here. Okay, we'll push on for a moment. As I said, we can always head back. Down is easy. It does go very, very high. If it gives us a checkpoint, we can always just hurry back down. What a climb, though. I mean, this would take it out of your calves. It really would. Oh, hello. Hiding. Hiding in plain sight. Yeah, we're supposed to be heading for the train depot, but I wouldn't have thought the radio mast would really be the place for that. But this could be a place of other interesting things. Flares are nice. The manuscript page is also nice. Walter fights Danny.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken. After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
Cool. Alright. Let's keep exploring this bit. This might be all there is. Might have just been, yeah, like an actual hidden bit. So this is good. This means that I was right to come up that side path. Right, let's get back to the main story. And let's see if we can't make our way across to the train depot. That is a lot of birds. Luckily, we're not too badly hurt. Price to pay for coming up here, I guess. Now, when going down a hill like this, you've got to be really careful of your knees. That constant jarring could cause you some damage. Yep, I see them all. The more we burn off now, the safer we'll be. Okay, back down into the regular shadows. And I think it'll be safest if we stop back at the light. Ooh, yeah, get away from me. There we go. That'll give us a breather, make sure our health is back, and then we push back out. Flashbang, take them out. That's the last of our flashbangs, but I'm hoping we don't have to go much further.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Well, I mean, I'll definitely turn it on. Can I pick up the rest? Can I pick up this one? No, not really. But there's information. There's a way up onto the roof. Let's get ourselves a shotgun. Oh, jeez. I should have saved the flashbang. Can I turn this one on? There we go. Oh god, even more behind us, right? Okay. Let's push in. Come back over to this one. Okay. I think we're safe. That was kind of cool. I wish I'd saved the flashbang. We could have dropped the flare, but nice of it to give us the shotgun, and immediately we run into trouble and run out of shells. So the question is there going to be anything up on the roof? No, but we can see what looks like some ammo down there, so that's nice at least. Okay, let's hop down. Barely sprained her ankle. Knock those cans over. I don't want to be this far forwards, that's for certain. In light, you can hurt them. Just in case by now we hadn't gathered the mechanics of the game. Okay, into the next area of danger. Grab the thermos. Feels like there's a big bit of light coming up, but also we've got a manuscript page just here. So let's grab that, and we'll have a very quick read. Sarah distrusts Nightingale.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Okay, let's get to the light. Revolver ammo, shotgun ammo, batteries. All good. Okay. Let's head back a little bit because there was more of this that we didn't explore. And now that we've got the checkpoint, it doesn't matter as much if we get ourselves in trouble. I think this is just kind of like underneath where we had been previously. So there may not be anything here except some general discomfort and feelings of anxiety. Oh, hello. I am so glad we came this way. Wake attacked by a oh dear.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Well, I'm definitely not looking forward to that. You know, we've already had plenty of problems. Okay. I think we can probably safely move on. Just check, make sure there's no extra things around there. And we do still have one flashbang left. Right over the edge, nothing. Okay. Let's get back to the main path, to the main light. And push on. Although we've got this little tiny bit here to check out, and it goes higher. So many backtrack points. There's something over there. So many backtrack points. You have to look into them if you want to make sure you're covering everything. Well, this is definitely not the place to be. I might have to restart the checkpoint for this one. Oh, just about made it out. Well, we're nice and safe at least.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
Well, that's
The connection had been
unnerving.
terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Okay, well, we've got a little thing just over here. Oh, this is going to be the bulldozer, isn't it? Let's grab this. Wake attacked by a possessed
The
object.
pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's
Oh,
steel framework.
great.
Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Okay, watch out for flying pipes is what I'm taking away from that. So, we've
I
got...
could see a railway bridge up ahead and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
So we've got a plan for where we're going to go, but we're going to go back this way because we saw a little hut. Well, it's definitely saying go in there. So let's do the inside before we do elsewhere. Oh, supplies. Well, we don't need any more revolver ammo at the moment. But shotgun ammo is always welcome. Flares and batteries as well. Doesn't look like it's... I was going to say, it doesn't look like there's anything hidden behind the hut, but well, we got some bad guys as a reward for going to investigate. So let's top up our revolver ammo. And we'll head on. Interesting that they were so close to the torch. I thought that the torch symbols were kind of like a safe, hidden supply area that they wouldn't go near. I guess I was wrong. Looks like we should be able to climb up over here, so that'll be good. But we know that there's going to be, or at least we suspect there's going to be, a possessed pipe. And bullets probably aren't going to help us much with that. Inconvenient, but fine.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
You know what? This might be a time to use a flare. Luckily, they're kind of running into each other, but that's definitely going to be flare time, so. The bullets aren't going to do anything. Flares might. Try and get across there as quickly as possible.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Flare. Can I just leave? Looks like I can leave. Kind of leave. Ow. Oh my god, even the wheelbarrows, right. But that was something. Waken the dark presence in the
I slammed
lodge.
the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Okay. There might have been
As
more
a
stuff
teenager,
for us
just
to
starting to
find.
get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Okay, I want to go back now that we've got the heavy-duty flashlight and see if there was something on the other side of that railway bridge. It might be dangerous. That thing's not really going to be able to come through and hit us. But it's going to give me a little bit more time, right? No, nothing on this side, because the way the camera zoomed out before, it looked like one of the pipes had come from like here, but it was probably just like that one that broke off. What an area, though. That locked us in, so we wouldn't be able to go elsewhere. There's not going to be any secrets up above. All right. Back to the main storyline. And just have a little look up here as well. Don't think we can get on top of that railway bridge. At least not from here. And I'm quite glad that that canister was not thrown at us, because that's pretty heavy. I assume heavy-duty flashlights just got more battery power behind it. Oh, this area looks bad. There's a thermos off to the side. We've got the thermos. Maybe this is a moment respite before something big inside. Yeah, let's change to the shotgun. No, I can't really dodge him when he does that. But I can do that. I think we probably just want to be pushing on. It's a real shame you can't loot the guys as well. Although if we looted them, then they might actually be real. Come on, back out. Don't want to use all my shotgun ammo on the little guys. Let's see if we can get up high for anything. Nope, nothing up here. In light, you can hurt them. Thanks, game. It's a no-go. More flares. Haven't really used any batteries. Oh, it's another
facts of our existence for
TV
granted,
show.
unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs.
Come on, Night Springs, what have you got for us this time?
Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
He's so gonna die.
Of course, Mr. Derleth. Well, I guess that's the least What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Okay.
What did you
Oh no.
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh.
The
He
dweller in
shall
flesh.
feast 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
Wow. Okay. Let's leave the light and I guess face I assume it's going to be the bulldozer, but we'll have the manuscript page first. Wake attacked by the dark presence.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
That's yeah, that's gonna suck. But it means we're gonna see the kidnapper. Okay, want to be proactive with taking the guys out when they appear. Oh god, when they appear. Right, birds. Ow! Oh my god, so much ow. Right, can I get a flare on it? Flashbang, oops. Or maybe if I target like the individual bits, right, let's insert some batteries. Okay, that wasn't terrible. Batteries don't give you a full charge though. Well, we are at least mostly restocked. And there was more stockings around, or more stocking up points around the edge if we needed them. Jeez. Horrible, horrible bulldozer thing. extra flares. I'll definitely have them. And I think we might be in the clear. Hate to speak too quickly, of course, but... Right, well, with that, I think that's probably going to be a good point to finish off this episode before we get deep into the next part. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Alan Wake. See you soon.